there, this is Leah from Mommyish, and today we have another Scrap and Chat. So, I'm going to be doing another one of the LilyPad's challenges for the month of challenges. This one's called Where I Stand. It's a photography challenge that you have to have a picture of your feet, and it has to on there somewhere say Where I Stand. I have From Where I Stand. So, anyway, the challenges is right here. It says include the words Where I Stand somewhere. And I did. And I have a picture of my feet, which is hard for me. Don't even know. Don't even know. But yeah, so I don't have colorful shoes. I'm not a big shoe person. So before you get mad at me for not being a shoe person, because I know that's like a lady thing, right? Like I'm supposed to like shoes. And I do like some shoes like Converse and Doc Martens and stuff. But I wear a size 11, and for men, I think it's like an 8.5, 9, and men's 9 probably is more comfortable. So I have big feet, and when you wear a size 11, it is very hard to find shoes. Typically shoes in mass quantities go to about a size 10, you know, and trust me, size 11 shoes, typically, I mean, it's not like you have cute little dainty feet, so like finding cute shoes is not easy. I've actually considered looking at a like a drag queen website. I know that sounds crazy, but hear me out. Drag queens often have great taste in shoes, right? And sometimes you can find cute shoes that are in men's sizes. And like I said, I wear a 9 in men's, and it's an option. I've never quite taken the plunge, but I've always wanted to have like cute heels and stuff, you know, to wear, but not much luck. Anyway, getting to scrapping instead of just chatting your ear off about shoes and drag queens. I'm losing my mind. All right, so I have my shoes, I have my word art, and now I'm just going to start plopping things in here. So, again, I'm still using this same collection for the entire month of challenges. You can get it at the LilyPad. And I'm going to open up some elements. Yay! And I think I'm just going to go ahead and grab a frame. I think I'm going to really try to keep the contrast between the pink and the black. So I don't want to add much color other than like pink, white, and black for this layout. I've noticed this is one of the ways that I can most easily stretch a kit is once you've kind of utilized all the colors of the rainbow, you know, from the kit. Another way to maximize the layouts is to maybe take up just some tones from the kit and scrap with those. Let me show you really quick. I'm like, let me show off my layouts that I've made so far with this collection. Because I've been scrapping my little heart away. I have it here in a folder, all my month of challenges. And I've done two, this will be my third more tonal layout. There's this one where I focused on white and blue and black, right, with the little tan thrown in there. There was another one here, which was just the, again, like the gray, tan, black, blue. These are both layouts kind of for my husband, so they go together really well. So for this one, I'm doing similar, but the black, white, grayish tan, and hot pink. So yeah, that's how I'm trying to maybe stretch the kit a little bit more. I didn't think it'd be so much of a challenge, but I've already created, I think this is 11 layouts with it so far. This will be my 12th. So I've never created so many layouts out of one collection before. So it's kind of fun. It's like a challenge within a challenge. How about that? Yes, it's like it was planned, but it wasn't. All right, I think I'm going to throw a star in here somewhere. I'm just going to kind of throw elements in here that I know I'm going to want to have somewhere on the layout, but not particularly where they're going to be. I guess I could select a few. Okay, I want the confetti, maybe this guy, maybe this guy. A white button. I like that bow. Yes, that one. I love that paper flower, that rolled paper flower. My mother-in-law made that for us. She's awesome. And you're going to see she made a lot of flowers and little like pieced together things for my February kit. So I've already scanned and extracted them and they're so cute. She's really talented. I like her a lot. I'm so lucky. I am so lucky that I adore my mother-in-law and she loves me because you hear horror stories, right? I mean, you pretty much grow up with like horror stories of mother-in-laws, right? Or stepmothers. And I've just been so lucky on both accounts. My stepmother is an angel. She's so kind, so sweet, so tender-hearted, and just she's always been great. And then my mother-in-law, she's like this big girl power sort of like you can do anything you set your mind to, Leah, let's do it. And I don't know, it's just been really great. I just feel so blessed to have so many awesome women in my life. And now my mom, I'm finally getting to like see her more on social media, which is crazy. She had never been like an internety. There's our word for today. She was not an internety person. And she just joined Facebook. So I'm like, oh goodness, it's the future. My mom's on Facebook. It's happening. But yeah, as you see here, I'm just kind of playing around with some of these elements to kind of get a feel for where I might want them to be. But anyway, so how have your weeks been? Hopefully it's more than one of you watching this, if I'm lucky. And you're probably like, Leah, you have issues. It's okay, because we all have issues. Some of them are bigger than others, and some of us hide it better than others. And I'm not good at hiding it, so there you go. Anyway, my week has been busy. However, it's one of those busies where you're busy, but you're not really sure what you accomplished. But you were busy the whole time. And it wasn't like busy watching Netflix or anything. Like you actually were doing things. It just, what was it again that you did? I don't know. And I hate that. I really do hate that because especially I'm trying to keep to a schedule and, get products created and make sure I have everything for everyone. And I'm definitely not as stressed as I was, that's for sure. But I'm kind of losing track of what I've been doing, so when I can actually look at the end of the week and say, okay, Leah, actually, you kept your little planner plan. You did pretty good. You accomplished a lot. So I think I need to just go back to all the checklists that I've been checking off everything from and remind myself, hey, guess what? You did good this week. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you that. Guess what? You did great this week. I don't know what you did, but I'm sure you did something. And even if it was just finishing the full series of Dexter, like some people that I know did, not me, Sarah, my sister, that is an accomplishment. Binge watching is also an accomplishment. So, though in fairness, she deserved to watch as much Dexter as she wanted. Anyway, I digress. Yeah, we're getting lots of things done. I've planned out product releases from now through March. I'm hoping to be able to take a family vacation, and by vacation, I mean we're going to go visit family in Mississippi. I haven't been down to the Gulf Coast now in like, 3 years since I've been down on the coast. Wow. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've been down south. And I miss my family very much. I've been very homesick lately. It's just one of those things, it hits every now and then when you're away from home for so long and you live far away from your family like I do. All of a sudden you just get really like, I miss home, I miss everyone, I want my mommy. It's just one of those things. It's a little dramatic, but it's okay. It's okay to miss home. And I definitely have been missing home. And I'm gonna, how many more times can I say that? Home. So I want to go down to the Gulf Coast and like Gulfport, Biloxi. I'm originally from Gulfport, and a lot of my family still lives in that area, Gulfport, Biloxi, D'Iberville kind of area. And hopefully spend a few weeks there. So if I get ahead enough with my work here on the computer, then I should be able to, to do that somewhat easily, maybe painlessly-ish, you know? I think I can do it. Get enough ahead that the whole time I'm gone, I'll still have beautiful things for everyone, and you guys won't forget about me. And I'm such an idiot. Anyway, yeah, so that's the plan. That's the plan. Especially because I don't like working on laptops at all. Like, my vision is very poor, and laptops, I can't get my nose close enough to the screen to work. Like, basically, when you're punishing your dog and, like, had an accident and you put their nose in it, not that you do that, but some people do that. Or at least they do in the movies. I don't know. That's me with, like, a laptop. Like, my nose is up on the laptop trying to see because I can't see it. Anyway, a weird thought for the day. I'm going to go ahead, rasterize this, and kind of move bits of the confetti around, I think. So, how about y'all? Do y'all have any plans for spring break? We're planning on going in March to the Gulf Coast. And then my sister says that she and her husband might come up because he works in Kuwait right now. And he might fly in and they might stay in New York for a few days here where I live. And that would be so much fun. Like, you know, you have people in your life and my sister and her husband can make me laugh like no one else. Like, they tickle me so much. Like, I can't even explain how funny they are. They can get me going, and I miss that. I miss that just kind of silly, crazy laughter, you know? 'Cause they're just fun. They're fun. So, I'm really looking forward to that as well. I think it would be a lot of fun, especially going to New York City with both of them. That'll be nice. Especially as I am trying to get over my little bit of a phobia of, like, being in the city. We live about 45 miles north of New York City, and I do like going, but I'm kind of like in short spurts. I get a little anxious I'm one of those people who doesn't like to go to the mall when there's a lot of people there, like I'll go Tuesday at 11 when no one is at the mall, but I won't go on Friday when everyone's, you know what I mean? I'm just not like that. And basically New York City is like the mall on Friday. Everyone, like it's a lot of people, and I get a little social anxiety, I guess. But I've been working on it, right? And this last time we went, when my sister came to visit with her roommate Blaine, we went to go see Wicked, which was awesome. I mean, really, it was super good. And I was like, hey, if I can do this, I can do anything. Actually, my big turning point was when Jamie came to visit in May, and we went to the planetarium. And the fact that I was able to go to New York City and we would just like lay in the park at Central Park, and it was fine and everything was cool. And it reminded me, it's like, okay, Leah, you can do this. There's no reason to be afraid of all the things. So I don't know. Some of you might not be able to relate much, but it's one of those things that I'm working on, trying to get out of that social anxiety loop. There we go. I just moved that guy. This is looking a little different. I think I'm going to put a paper or something behind here because I feel like this trim is a little bit lost, and I do like the trim a lot. I think it looks really cool, but he's a little lost. Do you think I should put him underneath, maybe? Does he belong underneath, dude? I think that's the answer. I'm going to just slightly rotate. I always like things looking slightly imperfect. Just a little. Just a little imperfect. Not like super imperfect, but just a little bit. Just a little bit. All right. So let's see. Let's move all the things. I'm going to just select all my layers, kind of readjust where everything is at right now. All right. Now I'm going to add another paper behind here, though I think what I might do is like take a brush, maybe one of Jamie's brushes. Let's see. I have a lot of her like splattery brushes, like this one. This is a big one. And then maybe I can just attach a picture I'll attach a picture to it. A paper. I meant paper. Oh my god, that looks so fun. Okay. I'm having a moment. It's all right. It's all right. It's like, Leah, calm down. It's just scrapbooking. It's just scrapbooking. But don't you just like get excited sometimes when things start turning out the way you want them to? It's like, yes, I have conquered the layout. It will do my bidding after all. So I'm just going to add one of my papers to it. Like, it was already pink, but I kind of like the effect of there being some texture. See, as I go in closer, you can see the texture of the paper on there. I just kind of like that idea. But I also, because I'm weird, I want to erase some of this splatter, and I'm going to erase splatter with more splatter. That makes sense. So I'm just going to get my eraser brush. I'm going to switch it to yet another one of those fun splattery brushes from Jamie. And I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That kind of erased a bit of it. Now let's choose another one. Let's see, maybe you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There. Maybe that was too much. That was too much. I took too much away. Yeah, I'm just going to use some different brushes still. Erase little bits. I want it to look a little less perfect. Does that make sense? Not that a splatter is by any means perfect. Like, that does not even make sense. But I think you guys understand me, so I'm going with it. We're going with it. It's happening. All right. I'm going to rescale it down a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, I like you. Bam. There we go. I love it. Yay. All right. Now you're going to say, Leah, those black confetti are lost on that black background. And I would have to agree with you. My little black confettis are lost on the black background. What shall we do? Let's do some crazy things. I'm going to turn off the layer. We're just going to duplicate this, and I am going to put it in a new document. Hi there, confetti. All I'm doing is I'm selecting anything that's the dark color, the darker color. In fact, I need to turn up the tolerance to maybe like 40 so it'll take as much as I want it to. So right now you can see all the little black bits are taken. Am I doing this totally wrong? I never know until after I've done it, like if that was right or wrong. That's hilarious. I'll worry about it in a second. How about that? So I selected for the darkest color, which is taking like the black, right? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to select, modify, expand. This isn't supposed to be a tutorial, so don't mind me. Do you want me to do this without saying anything? All right, I want it to be pink too, or like a pinkish tone, so I'm going to throw this color. You see what I mean, like how I did that there? I'm just going to erase those bits out. So that's no big. We don't like you anymore. In fact, that'll probably make it a little bit easier, because then I can go in and, yeah, I will have my way with these confetti pieces. They will do my bidding. You know, like Darth Vader, what is thy bidding, my master? Oh gosh, did y'all see the new Star Wars movie? Holy cow. It was awesome. It was awesome. It made this geek very, very happy. I was happy. And, what do you think about Kylo Ren? Like, I'm so used to seeing Adam Driver in Girls that when I saw him in that, I was just like, what? What? Adam? That's not you? Anyway, so I'm doing a color overlay, but I don't think that's going to quite work fully. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back and I'm going to make an adjustment layer, but first I want to do an adjustment layer of only that pink part. Does that make sense? So if I have it as a selection and then apply a curve to it, boop, like that, I can then adjust just that layer. So I'm going to just lighten it up. I'm going to actually put this underneath. You are going to be color or maybe hue. Hue? All right. No, hue is not cool. Color is cool. All right. I'm making sense, right? So there I am. I'm going to clip this so it'll be all nice and smooth and pretty full. And then I'm just going to go back to this curves layer again. And as you see, I can just lighten it up really easily. So this is without the curves adjustment layer. This is with. I can lighten it up really nicely as I'd like. And I'm just going to tone it down just a smidgen. And there we go. So now we went from having black and white confetti to pink and black and white confetti. Why not? So yeah, I'm just gonna make sure that I've plopped him in the exact same spot. Look at him! Aren't you cute? You've come so far. All right, so yeah, let's just drag him back down where he belongs, which I think is right about there. I think he was underneath the spirally one. Yes. Okay. And if I added a little shadow, there we are. So I guess that means that the stitching probably needs to be under the confetti, right? Because that wouldn't make sense. So let's move this stitching down a little bit. Are you like that, where it's like, wait, this element can't be on top of this other element? Because in real life, that would never happen. You know, it's like those annoying people at the movies where you're like watching this movie and it's like, no, Denzel Washington would not have been able to fly that airplane upside down that close to the ground. You know, it's like, I don't want to know that. It's, you know, it's the beauty, the magic of cinema, whatever. I'm like that with layouts sometimes, where it's like, hey, no, that element can't be there. In reality, it would not be able to be on top of that rolled flour, you know, and it's like, calm down, Reardon. Nobody cares. All right, let's see. I'm going to put another star. So we're going to duplicate this layer. And sorry for that tutorial interlude. It happened. It just happened on its own. It wasn't planned. All right. I'm going to be pretty lazy with this one. I'm just going to add the shadows that I already have created, where it's just like, you know, I'm using a washy shadow for the stitching shadow. I should probably zoom in and see how exactly that's looking. It looks like nothing. That's how it's looking. If anyone was wondering, that shadow did absolutely nothing. Don't use washi on stitching. It doesn't work. Let's see. I need to play with the curve here, I think. Eyeshadow. Is this the even same element? Because I don't see anything. Oh, there you are. Yay! He's back. Just like that. Okay. You know, I saw that someone like dragged their shadow layer into a totally new layer, and I was like, oh my gosh, you can do that. That's so cool. But for this one, I'm just going to be happy with how it's looking. All right, so I'm pretty happy with this layout and how it turned out. All I'm going to do is add some journaling, and I will be right back. I was trying to decide if I wanted my journaling here on the side or underneath, and I don't know. I'm cracking up because I started my journaling with, I don't often take pictures of my feet. And I wanted to like make a meme out of it, but when I do, you know, whatever. All right. I think I'm going to keep it there just for time's sake. I might need to move around some of my little confetti pieces a bit because they're covering up the journaling, and we don't necessarily want that. Oop, I grabbed part that I wasn't supposed to grab. I'm sorry, other piece of confetti. I didn't mean to cut you. So I have this idea of creating a sticker for my silhouette. When I first got it, I said I was going to do it, and I never did it. And now I'm like, Leah, you have to do this. I wanted to make a cutout sticker to put on top of it. You know, like there's a little part that like goes up. That says, don't make me cut you. Because... wow. Yeah, that's the kind of person I am. So if you can't handle that, don't watch any more videos. But look at me. I'm still cracking up over it. I'm like, oh, it's so funny. I cut things. Don't make me cut you. Yeah. So from where I stand, here we are. From where I stand, I'm a crazy person, and hopefully you guys don't mind too much. And yeah, I think I like this layout. What do you think? I likey. Mommy likey. I'm going to add a little bit of a lighting effect before I finish up here. I spell checked, so I think I'm okay here to flatten it all up. But if not, I'm just going to group my layers together. I'm going to hide that group, merge this one. Don't ask. I'm making things harder than they have to be. All right, so what I do when I want to make a little lighting effect for myself is I just take a paintbrush tool, like just a regular circle, and maybe make it about 300 pixels, big enough to just like wiggle, 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 wiggle. So what I like to do is I like to take two grays, one that is maybe 65%, you know, and then another one that's maybe 35%. It'll all make sense in a second, I promise. So with my 65% one, I'm going to be coloring in where the light is coming in from, right? So my light is coming in this way, right? That's how the light is hitting it. So I'm going to start large, kind of like this, and just sort of go down here to the edges, like a little tornado. I used to draw those all the time in school when I was bored. All right, and now I'm going to go down here with, like I said, about a 35, gray. And I'm just going to kind of color in the perimeter, like the outskirts, so to speak. You don't have to meet up the colors, so don't worry so much about that. Just, there we go. All right, so next up, I'm going to do a Gaussian blur. So I'm going to go to Filter, Blur, Gaussian blur, and make it big. This is set at 470. I might go down a little bit though. So let's try 350. What does 350 look like? That's a little not enough. I wonder what 500 looks like. Yes, look at that. It's so pretty. It's all blended together. All right, so I'm going to go with that one. That's big. And then I'm going to go to Filter again. And this time I'm going to add a little bit of noise. Just a little bit of noise. Maybe 5% noise. Just adds a little bit of grain. Okay. Then you could go to Filter and do another blur on top of that. Like, let's say instead of 500 this time, like 2, just to smooth out some of the grain that you made, but it just kind of adds a little bit of something. That makes sense. It gives a little something something. How about that? There you go. All right. But you don't have to do that the second time. Then you're just going to take this layer and change your lighting effect. I change it to soft light. So this is without, and that's with soft light. Bam! Kapow! Anyway, I like the effect of just making it appear as if the whole layout has a little bit more depth and dimension. So that's my last little detail for my layout, and it's about to be thrown in the gallery. Today I freaked out because it's like, oh my gosh, I've done all these layouts for the challenges and I hadn't written down which ones were what. So I finally went through and I looked up all the things that I had posted and wrote down all the dates to see which ones I had completed. So this will be the 14th that I have completed. So I still need to do the 6th and the 7th and today's, and yeah, I'm almost there. I'm almost caught up. It'll happen. So yeah, I hope you all have a fantastic Saturday, and thank you for scrapping with me. If you have any questions or any comments, please leave them below, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye.